just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. And you can say he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Boston. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. And now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Williams at center. And for Oklahoma City, Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Now here's Tatum, following the shot by Chris Paul.
Wow, I'm more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran's move.
Paul dishes to Robertson. Gallinari outside. Passes it to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Paul with the 3. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. It's Smart with the drive. Tatum on the wing. About 1 minute into the first quarter. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Now here's Paul. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
A 3 ball. Paul can't get that one to fall. Here's the Celtics with the ball. To the paint. Here's Tice. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Robertson. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Adams. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Almost beyond belief, Greg. I mean, even on a bad night, you think they'd at least be competitive.
Now here's Paul. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. They grabbed their own miss. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. You know, everyone's adults, and if you can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. You know, just terrible in the locker room. It's not good for the fans, especially the hometown fans that believe in this young team. And so a lot of times it just comes down to clear, open communication.
Now, here's Walker. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Outside, Smart. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Smart, following the score by Oklahoma City. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Smart misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. It's good.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Walker.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Gallinari on the wing, defended by Tice. And here's Robertson. No points in the game yet for him. Just 2 to shoot. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A beautiful reverse layup.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", I mean, Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
And here now the Thunder. That's tipped. At the top of the key, Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Floats it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, his last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Now here's Smart, following the shot by Chris Paul. And it's Tice in the corner. Tatum on the wing. That's tipped.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 6. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Gallinari left side. Sent away.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Here's Smart. From down in the low post, it goes. Smart's got his second bucket.
Just too physical. Smart shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Now Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Here's Tatum. Steven Adams making his last shot. Tatum kicks to Smart. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Just when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names. Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place, because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out, because this guy's a beast on the board.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 9-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
We see that a lot with so-called underdogs. I mean, the longer they hang around, the more dangerous they get, especially in overtime.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
They throw good, Adams. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Tatum. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Here's Boston now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the shot goes in. And the Celtics lead by 9.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Here's Ferguson. It's Noel, high post. He kicks to Schroeder. The 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Adams outside. The pass to Schroeder. Here's the lob to Adams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Wanamaker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Brown. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Hayward's a weapon. I mean, his impact isn't limited to any one area of the floor, inside or beyond the arc.
Here's Ferguson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Noel. Kicks it to Schroeder. Teardrop shot. Yep, that one goes. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Wanamaker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hayward. Second shot opportunity. Poirier. Thunder with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
So it's the Celtics now, after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Passes to Poirier. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder trailing by 7. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Drills the 3-pointer. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Schroeder. Brown outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Brown. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdul-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Now, here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And stolen by Noel. Baisley passes to Schroeder. Bucket is good. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Hayward from outside. And it's Noel with the rebound. Got a piece of it. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Baisley passes to Muscala. Schroeder outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Boston with the ball. Boston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Hayward can't hit.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Brown. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Schroeder outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's all knotted up.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah. Flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
Back to Wanamaker. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit the coaching GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter, but now it's paying off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Ferguson. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Baisley in at the small forward. And he makes the first.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
So he gets them both. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Now here's Brown. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. And Hayward with the stuff.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Schroeder with the ball. To the inside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Wanamaker.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Hayward. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 6-point Boston lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. It's deflected. They retain possession. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
The first free throw is good. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant one, flagrant two, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach. His only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
Walker against Schroeder, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Robertson. Guarded by Walker. Paul for three. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Quick trigger on Paul is what I like to see. Don't put it on the deck. Just catch, shoot, and bring it up.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Six to shoot. Here's Tatum. That one misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. To the middle. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And the first one drops.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's Tatum. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Smart. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Stolen by Walker. And the shot goes in. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Paul. Shoots over Walker. Misses off the left iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Williams picks him up. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
So here's Gallinari. He had 25 points in the win against Detroit.
And don't leave out his rebounder, Kev. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Celtics have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
One shot.
Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity, but Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
And he's good on the second. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid or Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways.
He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And what you love about Tatum is that scoring gene, but with efficiency, both from the field and the line.
Puts it up from 12 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. That's 7 points for Chris Paul. Celtics leading by 16. Now here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. From the arc. Tatum's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And here's Walker. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Walker. Buries it from three-point range. Walker's got 12.
Look, during his career, Walker has improved from the 3-ball. You can't allow him to get comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Inside, Gallinari, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Walker against Paul. Outside, Smart. For the 3. And Paul pulls it down. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Boston leading by 12. Left side, Williams. And it's Tice in the corner. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Thunder with the rebound.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway. Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Walker the pass to Smart beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Robertson. He's guarded by Williams. Robertson the pass to Adams and stolen by Tatum. Outside Walker. That drops and it comes off an assist from Williams. Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Thunder trailing by 14. Paul surveying the floor. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Tice.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Smart misses.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Over to the wing. There's Walker with the 3. Good on the triple. Walker's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. Here's Paul. He's got 9. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Hayward comes in for Daniel Tice. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Marcus Smart. Now, here is Muscala. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Rebounded by the Celtics. And the pass to Wanamaker. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Baisley, guarded by Walker. Pass to Noel. And taken away by Brown. Jumps up and finished off by Brown.
Good to run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
Thunder trailing by 19. Schroeder looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Wanamaker. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Noel. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Walker. Cantor trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 19 points.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Ferguson. Here's Noel. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
The Thunder have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the Thunder making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. That's good from Noel.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Celtics leading by 16. From deep, Walker gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Schroeder outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Schroeder's got 12.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Hayward. His last outing, he had 8 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. Celtics shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Schroeder against Walker. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. From deep. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
Have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Terrific performance so far by Kemba Walker. Tremendous team leader who's become a star in this league. He could be your catalyst offensively, and he makes big shots.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boston leading by 14. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Williams. And it's Tatum in at the 3. And it's good, 2 points. Tatum's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Celtics. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Paul. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Robertson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
The shot's good from Paul.
Important that Paul is effective with the three-point shot. I mean, he forces the D out on him, and that opens up other parts of the floor. Yeah, and the one thing that amazes me about Chris Paul is his awareness on the court. He knows exactly what is going on and what to watch for on each trip down the court.
Now here's Williams. Over Noel. The kick out to Tatum. Over Robertson. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Williams. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
And with Paul, he's one of the most heads-up players in the game.
And personally, Kev, I would love to have played with a guy like Paul, who is always 100% focused on the game. Paul can rub some players the wrong way, but he's the closest thing to having a coach on the floor in the NBA.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He kicks to Robertson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the inside. Fades back. And it's Gallinari missing.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 14 points.
I've heard CP3 called the monster of the mid-range. That shot is his bread and butter.
Outside, Smart. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now, here's Walker. 22 points for him. Outside, Tatum. No good. Shot missing. Now, Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul, but they'll get another chance. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here's Paul. He's got 14. 5 on the clock. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Gallinari. Pass to Robertson. Here's Noel. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
To the left side wing. And stolen by Noel. Paul against Walker. Shot from 12. And the shot is long. Boston leading by 13. It's Smart with the drive. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Oklahoma City has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Robertson. And there's the pass to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
With a guy as strong as Smart, tough to contain him without fouling. If you play straight up and down, he'll go right through you.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one falls for Smart. And so Smart nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Walker against Paul. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
And that one is good. Walker's got 24.
Oh, look, he's looking like a runaway train tonight. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down in this one.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. To end the run. And Boston with the rebound. Poirier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Poirier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And here now the Thunder, following the bucket by the Celtics. Al Paul, 14 points for him. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Walker. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Boston also with the sub. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Kemba Walker. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Boston now. They're on a 13-5 run. Smart finds Williams. Double team on Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first one falls.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Brown. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Schroeder against Smart. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Kicks it to Brown. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Some solid defense from Brown.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
Here's Schroeder. 14 points for him. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Adams outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In 4th, the Celtics.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Now here's Noel. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. Williams comes with a double team. From deep 3-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Alinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And a change for the Celtics. Cantor's checked in. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Greg last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6th-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Alinari wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Celtics leading by 23. Now here's Hayward. 7 points in the game. Brown outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari.
I mean, really, that's just sheer tenacity. Brown exploiting the D with his drive and making them get physical with him.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That one is off.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Second free throw, no good. Oklahoma City has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Schroeder. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Adams, the pass to Muscala. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, and I think working himself to the line, an area where Smart really can excel. I mean, he's built for contact. That's for sure.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And that one falls for Smart. The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Now Muscala. Pass to Schroeder from downtown. Hayward grabs the board.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Brown's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Adams kicks to Gallinari. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Marcus Smart. Gallinari hits them both. Here's Wanamaker, and here's Boston. They're on a 19-7 run. Brown outside. And it's Tice in the corner. Here's Wanamaker. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Offensive rebound, but they recover it. Here's Muscala. The shot from the low post is good. Muscala's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Oklahoma City shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Got that one up quick. 16 points for Dennis Schroeder. Celtics leading by 21. Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Right wing. Back to Gallinari. Passes it to Adams. Yep, that one goes in there. Adams has got 9.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Thunder trailing by 21. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Here's Schroeder. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 18.
And perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Now here's Hayward. He has 7. He kicks it to Cantor. Over Adams. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Muscala. He dishes it to Schroeder. Here's Baisley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Adams, the pass to Baisley. Tries a 3. Rebound Boston. Tice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's Brown with the 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics up 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Excellent defense. Keep getting the ball side to side on offense. We're getting a lot of good looks. Let's be patient in getting our best look. Down here, just duplicate what you're doing. Let's go.
Well, clearly Brad loves how determined they've been on defense.
I mean, I like how he gave his guys credit there, while he's also challenging them on offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Gallinari is out there with Muscala. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Paul in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Walker with it. Hayward outside. The pass to Brown. He can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And taken away by Brown. Schroeder against Hayward. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Paul against Brown. Looking to end his cold spell. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Hayward dishes to Tatum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Tatum. Walker with it. Chris Paul covering. 3-pointer. Hayward. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 6 rebounds in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession. and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Adams. Now here's Walker. Pass to Cantor. Tatum on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Paul passes to Schroeder. Walker with some nice D. Celtics leading by 22. Right side Tatum. The kick out to Walker. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Tatum. And that's now 26 points for Kemba Walker. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Passes it to Paul. Hayward against Gallinari. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Now here's Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fast break. Here we go. Robertson the pass to Gallinari. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Hayward on the wing. Gallinari covering. Right side Tatum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Gallinari kicks it over to Schroeder. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Paul outside. The 11-footer. Here's Noel. And he comes up with the deuce.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ilgis Alexander's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Brown.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 17. The rejection by Paul.
He's known for his steals, but Paul can mix it up in a block here and there.
On target from 13 feet. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Williams. Back to Walker. Smart on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. No good, unable to end this run. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The shot's good from Paul.
I mean, for a player who only stands 6 feet tall, Paul is a pretty good finisher inside.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Now here's Walker. Can't cash in from close range. Paul outside to the middle. He's looking for Noel and finds him. The shot off that time. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Hayward goes in. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Williams kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. And that'll be his third foul so far. On defense, Boston, 13-point lead. Gallinari outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 11-footer jump shot is good. Gallinari's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
No, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Smart. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And they pick up 2.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Walker. And that one, good. Walker's got 28.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This has done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Here's Paul. Pass to Gallinari. Now here's Noel. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Smart. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Left side, Smart. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the baby hook. Thunder trailing by 9. Gallinari attacking. Makes it off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Walker against Paul. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Back to Walker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Walker's got 30.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9 points. The 11-footer. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Smart. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And here now the Thunder. The pass to Robertson. From deep, Gallinari. Rebound, Boston.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams kicks to Tice. Here's Smart. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 11. Paul outside. Shoots over Walker. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look at the skill set Walker has. Superb at using his body inside to draw that contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears, and an active player on both ends.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Kemba Walker hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Gallinari hits them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Walker against Paul. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Celtics with possession here. 9-point game. Tatum passes to Walker. Misses from short range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Paul. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics leading by 9. Outside Tatum. Walker in the corner. Right at the free throw line. Tatum's shot is off. And here are the Thunder now. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Count the basket. Gallinari's got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Smart. Back to Walker. And Adams sends it back. Gallinari surveying the D. That's a 2 from Paul. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. .111 left in the game. Outside, Smart. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
There's Smart. The Thunder making the shot. Outside, Walker over Robertson. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Money!
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
The basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Tatum, just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.